Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Capricorn. Yeah, we're right in the middle of Capricorn season. In my last reading, I made it sound like we're just entering it. We're actually right smack dab, basically in the middle. So there is going to be transformation and changes. You might want to check out that video. It's kind of long, but it is got some really interesting, heavy, and positive energy. So let's take a look. We have Ace of Stones. See, it's a solid and opportunity, and that's what I seen in the reading. This is somebody making an offer. It's solid, it's reliable. Capricorn, yeah, so I see choices, making choices. Some of you could have a decision to make between two people, two situations, jobs, whatever it is. But I wouldn't be surprised two people come apart and two people come together. Yeah, Six of Vessels, some kind of reunion. Now this could be getting acquainted with someone that you've crossed paths with before. You might be reunited with some people, maybe children, family. Often it's just a reunion of people just getting together who haven't seen each other a long time. See, crossing paths. Interesting. So we have a Tower, the blasted oak. This is going to be a big deal, a shock, surprise. Okay, this is often when the Tower comes down. It's something that has to happen. It could be two people coming apart and two people coming together. Interesting, but the blasted oak is interesting. It's often very exciting too because it comes in as a surprise and a shock. Could be someone crushing on someone, a person who's longed for someone, yeah. And we have the King of Stones. Now, if you are the feminine, this is someone coming in. It has to do with someone's lifestyle roots. There's changes. See, these are forced changes. It's happening for a reason, and it could be someone who's about to make a sudden decision. Yeah, a little bit of a shock surprise. But like I say, this is a choice and a decision. And the world tree shows history, lifestyle, the way someone conducts themselves too with this energy, the world tree, history. Could be two people have a history with each other. But it is about creating sudden change. Yeah, look at that. We have love. There's an attraction here. See, there's this is like the Two of Cups. It's actually not the lovers, but there's an attraction. There's desire. Two people who look at each other often look away. So I feel like you've got an attraction here. Someone who's suddenly attracted. Someone's going through sudden change. They're about to make some sort of a commitment. But it has to do with a decision. So I'm going to just put these aside. And boy, this follows the energy of the last reading big time. Capricorn season, and then we'll be moving into Aquarius. So like I say, this is about a decision, some sort of commitment. Yeah, with this energy, it's nothing written and quite in stone yet, but it's sudden change. The Tower comes down. It's coming down for a reason because it has to do with two people. There's a connection. Yeah, look at that. These fell on the floor. This is somebody who has experience. They're wise. So this is someone seeing things clearly. Could be someone clearing something out. They're maybe making the decision. But it's about cutting something out, clearing things out. Someone has become clear. They've made up their mind. Someone who has experience. They see clearly. But it's someone who's making a decision. So someone who's been doing a lot of thinking, maybe executing a plan. This is someone strategizing. It looks like someone's making up their mind. Now, some of you may have a choice between two. Could be someone finding out clarity that if you've got something that's not going anywhere, because there could be someone who's very skeptical. They may not see it going anywhere, but it's someone becoming clear. I do think you got someone new coming in. Now, the King of Rods is often Aries, Leo, Sag, or Scorpio energy, but it's a person I feel who knows what they want. So it could be just this person's energy, two energies, or you've got two people, but there's a decision, and it does have to do with clarity. Yeah, it has to do with new. Someone may have learned you've started something new. Because we also have the King of Pentacles here. See, the lone wolf. Someone howling at the moon. Let's have a look at the Two of Bows. Yeah, some Taurus energy as well. So now this is lifestyle habits, the way someone conducts themselves. It's someone who has faith. They see clearly in a choice they're making. They know what they want. Now, if you have, some of you have choices, you're dealing with different people, situations. Some of these could be work. But there's some sort of, someone here is reminiscing. See, there's reminiscing, and it's someone's learned something, or it's someone talking to someone. But there's something being learned about the Two of Bows. Some of you might just cross paths with someone suddenly. Excuse me, look at, there's the Emperor. So this looks like Emperor energy. This is someone making it happen. They've learned something. See, now either they're coming apart from someone, or they've learned that you have, or someone else has, but it's all about going down this path. And this Emperor is someone who's going to make it happen. They're reminiscing. So this is something that kind of looks like it's happened, but this is someone seeing clearly. Tell me about, this is a shock surprise here. And it has to do with faith. Someone who has faith in themselves, they see clearly to make the right choice. They know exactly what they want. But if there is a choice between two, one of these is an Emperor. Yeah. It's faith and loyalty, learning something. Someone who has faith in themselves to make the right choice, often strategic. Yeah, someone's kind of planning, preparing possibly here. Let's have a look at the blasted oak. There it is. Incoming, sudden communication, things moving quick, a busy, busy time, sudden change. And it could be the way people communicate clearly. That is that wolf moon. Interesting how these cards are coming out. You betcha. There's going to be clear communication. It's going to come in sudden. It's going to be a shock surprise, but it's going to create change. Now, it is often an energy of someone moving on from a situation. Been there, done that. Because it has to do with faith, loyalty. It could be contracts, negotiations, or agreements too. But it's moving very quickly, and it's going to create sudden change. And it is, I feel, the way someone communicates, but someone's in a hurry. Yeah, and I do see this, the reunion is interesting because someone's reminiscing, but it has to do with schedules, routines. See, there's lifestyle changes coming. So if you have a person who comes back in, they may never change. So watch for that energy, because it's an energy of the Two of Vessels, an attraction. Tell me about the World Tree. Yeah, someone here is heeding the call. I mean, this is a decision, a judgment, out with the old, in with the new. Habits, lifestyle, necessary changes need to be made, sudden change. But it's also heeding the call. And it's funny because we got the wolf, the call of the, it's like the call of the wild here. I kid you not. This is such a powerful energy. Yeah. It has to do with this Saturn transit, this energy, right? This, because it's Saturn season, but it has to do with lifelong lessons being learned. Someone who's been there, done that. But it's sudden change, and it has to do with a decision someone's about to make. Yeah, and we have this energy, which I think showed up in the card. See, someone youthful, playful, or someone focused on self. It's all about me. It has to do with someone who may never change, but there is change because it's sudden. It's quick. It has to do with communication. So if you have someone here who came in and it was all about me, they want everything their way, or they focus on self, someone who's self-absorbed or just immature. And it could have someone making a choice between two people, somebody who's younger, could have to do with children. But there's a decision and a judgment. So this is often someone who comes back around and does the same thing. So you could have someone giving you advice. Heed the call, okay? Look at the signs, the signals. But this has to do with someone who's stable. So there's an energy, and it's coming from the Emperor. So, and I wouldn't be surprised these are all Emperor's energies. But this is someone who has been very focused on something here. It's often immature, someone who's not ready. And it is possible you got something that'll never go anywhere, and it could be someone learning this. See, it's like they know, they see clearly, this is not going anywhere. Yeah, and it very well could be yourself here, Capricorn, but like I say, there's sudden change. And now we see, it's an energy of things calming down all this time in between. Someone comes back around, but now it's time to move on. Someone's moving on, taking the lessons learned. They've learned something. It has to do with clear communication. Someone needs to talk. They want to talk. They want to clear something up, and they are clearing things up. They see truth. They see clearly. Yeah, someone's going to speak a truth here. Lifestyle, habits, patterns, behaviors, whatever it is. But it's about structure. Someone who doesn't always follow society's rules, they make their own decisions. You could very well be on the same page with this person. Strong Taurus energy, which is interesting, but it is an energy. Let's have a look at the King of Stones. Yeah, see, crossing paths. Something here isn't going anywhere. See, it has to do with the Two of Bows. Now we have it here. See, crossing paths with someone. It's a person who's about to make a... It's a person who's kind of been between two worlds, neither here nor there. They didn't really know what they wanted. But definitely I can see this moving on, applying lessons learned. See, it's avoiding a disaster, a narrow escape. So someone here is trying to avoid a disaster. Yeah, and sometimes people look at this as avoidance. Sometimes it is, but it's change, possibly moving and relocating too. It's sudden. And it has to do with taking something to the next level. Someone who's been between two worlds is about to make a sudden decision. And it could be someone deciding between two people or a situation. It could have to do with children, whatever it may be. But it has to do with this reunion and reminiscing. I think it's somebody preparing and planning something, because this is someone who plans and prepares. See, and this is someone who executes the plan. And I've been seeing a lot of that lately. So this is someone who's learning something, and they are definitely making something happen. See, they got to make something happen here. So it's somebody here, it's about crossing paths, possibly being in the right place, the right time. But it has to do with this attraction. Let's have a look at this attraction. Yeah. So there's been some hurt and heartache here. Hurt feelings, somebody could have learned and now be aware of that, seeing things clearly. But it also has to do with love. So there's definitely someone making a decision. Could be someone learning that they hurt somebody or hurt their feelings. But this has to do with an attraction. See, there's the heart here. So somebody may be a little afraid of being hurt or hurting someone, but it has to do with someone who's been between two worlds. They're now in a rush to make a decision. They're avoiding a disaster. So someone here may be moving on, avoiding a disaster and making a sudden, it's almost like a complete about face. See, the tables are turning. There's somebody coming in. They've learned something and they're applying everything they've learned. It's an energy of getting acquainted. So some of you, someone's found out, maybe you're getting acquainted with someone, but I do see reacquainted. Now, it could be someone you went to school with, college, or worked with at some point, but I do see some sort of reunion energy. Yeah, somebody who's young. It could be someone who, when you were younger, they weren't ready, they were focused on self, they were on their own path. But this is about crossing paths, coming together. There's a connection, there's an attraction. Tell me about this Two of Vessels. Who is this? Or are they? Yeah, it shows the King of, or the Knight of Wands, which shows me someone leveling up. Someone's leveling up. They're feeling excited. So to me, it's somebody who may have rushed into a situation, felt overwhelmed, and decided to avoid. But it's all about this person making it happen. So I feel if you have connected with someone, it's like this person knows it's not going to go anywhere. But there is an attraction, and it has to do with someone who's feeling super enthusiastic, but yet there's hurt. So somebody may have rushed in and backed out. So someone was dealing with something. Tell me about the blasted oak, the tower energy. Yes, it's a person manifesting. See, they have all the tools, the information. They have everything they need to know. It's about getting acquainted. But it's all this desire. This is someone who has everything they need. I wouldn't be surprised at somebody wanting to see you. Travel, relocation. I see a trip or travel. But there's no time better than two people to get acquainted is to spend time together. This is someone making a sudden decision. Like, I feel it's like a plan. They're executing it because the King of Stones. See, planning, preparing. Somebody here maybe didn't feel prepared. Now it's somebody feeling more prepared. But if this is someone who was younger and you went to school with them, it's someone who probably really didn't get to know you. Yeah, but it's just also lifestyle habits changes that need to be made. See, this crossroads energy. Yeah, I feel this is someone who sees something not going anywhere. Tell me more about the Emperor. See, they see the light. They're seeing truth. Aha. An idea. Tell me more about the Emperor. Yeah, they want to reach out. And it could be seeing why someone didn't reach out or reciprocate. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. But it has to do with reaching out. It's about sharing something. People talking, maybe sharing information. But it's about going, aha. See, this is somebody cluing into something. Seeing the truth. And it has to do with possibly with this why. See, seeing clearly. So this is someone going to reach out suddenly. You betcha. They're going to make it happen, too. Look at that. They're swooping in to take control. But for some of you, it's someone who may have put on the brakes. Because it's often someone who rushes in quickly and then... Because it's like there's something here that needed to be cleared up before they could plant the seed, before they could make a commitment, because it has to do with commitment. It has to do with some kind of contract or something this person was doing, but it all has to do with this person swooping in now. See, creating change. They feel confident. They have a lot of confidence and self-control. So something may have happened where this person now feels confident, but they're swooping in. And I wouldn't be surprised at someone who did put on the brakes. Somebody is putting on the brakes here, though. And they're going to avoid a disaster. So there's something that's not going to go anywhere. And it has to do with this Emperor. Tell me about the Six of... This is positive, though, because I can already see. This is someone reflecting, see, reminiscing about a situation, what happened, how it played out. This is somebody here who wasn't ready to take a risk. Because Emperors will take a risk. It's a calculated risk. They like to have all the information so someone knows everything they need to know. Now they're very excited. They're in a hurry. They're reflecting on this. They're ready to go down this path. This is about taking a situation to the next level. But one of these situations, if you have two, they're either coming apart from someone, trying to make it happen, waiting for things to calm down, all this time in between, and here they come. Yeah, someone was choosing their battles. They've thought things through. They're taking decisive action. It's about clarity, learning. It could be someone who feels a little bit like a fool, but like I say, this is often someone reflecting on it. Tell me more about the Emperor. Some of you got two people. One of these is someone who probably is going to come back around and the same thing will happen that happened before. It could be a king of Pentacles, but it's about someone here choosing their battles, taking decisive action. See, it's kind of living in the moment, taking a leap of faith. See, it's about taking a risk. Emperors will take a risk if they feel it's worthy, right? So let's have another look at the Emperor. Yeah, see, it's a whole new cycle, something to do with timing, good luck and timing. This is someone sees things in a whole different light, win-win. What have I got to lose? They're going to go for it. They see this in a very favorable light. See, it's all about feeling lucky, but it's also someone coming up with a sudden idea. That's why I feel they're executing a plan. They're going to reach out a little test. It's just going to come in out of the blue. It might throw you off guard. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords. Yeah, see, it's decisive action, partnering up, someone who's a partner. Now, this idea could come through a contract, a negotiation, or some sort of an agreement. But it leads to a victory in truth, clarity. And it does look like it's an idea, too. So it's a little test. It's coming in out of the blue, though. Now, some of you, it could be someone who's not reciprocating to someone. Because at this time, they may have felt things wouldn't go in their favor. But I got to tell you, the tables are turning. So this is someone seeing things likely differently. But if you have two, one of these is probably going to rush in and back out. And this is something that's already happened. See, this is someone who there's a lot of desire, attraction. It's what someone's manifesting, but somebody got hurt. So it could be somebody learning that there's been some hurt here. But it has to do with pushing through fear. There could be a little jealousy. Often that's jealous. And I wouldn't be surprised there's someone here who's jealous. Now, if you have a person who is jealous, maybe trying to keep two people from coming together, this is someone cluing in. But they're taking decisive action, so they are stable. Yeah, it shows that it's about something bothering someone. It's weighing heavily on it, but this is someone who can handle anything that comes their way. It's a person who's coming in with no baggage, too. But it's someone here who's not responsible or reliable. Someone who doesn't follow through, but there's someone who is. They can handle this. This is someone taking care of business here. Yeah, there's the cup. Someone's cup runneth over. This is an opportunity. This is a fresh new start, an invitation. Someone's cup runneth over. This is someone who should have told someone the truth. So there's going to be truth, but it's them seeing clarity, seeing clearly. See, this offer, it's about making some sort of commitment. Now, it could be someone who just started something, too. They were committed to a situation. So it is somebody who is loyal. They're faithful and loyal. When they make a deal, they stick to it. Yeah, they're very creative, but it's somebody who's coming up with an idea. See, creating opportunity, that's what I feel. So it's somebody here executing a plan. It has to do with following through on a situation. This person's strong, they're capable, they can handle what comes their way. I feel they've let go of any baggage. So this is like a fresh new start, but their cup runneth over. This is a person going to reach out here. Yeah. Tell me more about the Emperor. See, the tables are turning, but someone's going through changes, a lot of lifestyle changes. So often it's a little bit of a reckoning. And then the other reading, I seen the star, which often tells me, especially with Capricorn energy, it's where a situation's about to get real. Someone's looking at the reality of a situation, but it's not here yet. So it's going to happen, though. But see, there it is, going down this path, someone learning the things two people have in common. So it's about cooperating, compromising, see, laying the foundation. Some of you have a person here who didn't want to budge and give in, and that's those of you who have two. And it could be even yourself. See, reflecting on all this, everything that happened, and looking at why. Because you're going to get truth. There's going to be clarity because we're coming into that full moon. And you're going to take, this person's taking a leap of faith, or you are, but it's someone's just reflecting on this. One last look over their shoulder. It's all about going down this path. The things you have in common, things that are being learned, compatibility, cooperation, compromise. See, it's people maybe, there was people maybe talking, collaborating, because it's almost like someone was a bit jealous or something here. They may have tried to keep two people from coming together because they're learning it and they see very clearly. Ooh, whoever it is, they could be clearing things out too. See, this is about somebody coming in to be able to make a commitment to build that foundation. Now we have the Empress. The Empress is about to receive. Yeah, look at that. This is what they see. Some of you have been waiting for a situation to come to fruition. Someone else here too, though, like I say, it's someone putting on the brakes, taking a look. The ship has sailed. It's too late. But this Emperor's, this is somebody very positive, high vibrational. They speak straight up. They speak truth. They're loyal. So if this is somebody who had just started a commitment or a contract with someone, they had to stick to that, an agreement. But what I feel is being clear, there's some people here who had some kind of an agreement to keep two people together from coming together. So this is where everything changes now. Now the tables are turning. This person's pushing through any fear. If there's somebody here who's jealous, too bad, so sad. Because someone's being left behind, I can see it. But they are the one taking the lead, and they're not afraid. They're doing it. They're just going for it. What have I got to lose? And they're going down this path. See, cooperation, compromise. See, there it is. It's an energy of someone being humbled, though, because it's pride. Someone's pride maybe got in the way, but it has to do with someone who didn't get what they wanted. See, now it's about two people filling those cups. You're going to have a conversation. Someone's been waiting for this opportunity. I wouldn't be surprised they're creating an opportunity, because this is often people who create. See, creative energy, ideas, creating opportunity. Someone didn't get their cup filled. They didn't get what they wanted. But now there's the cup. See, nobody actually got what they wanted. You both wanted that cup, the emotional fulfillment. See, this is someone who's been kind of waiting for this. It is coming to fruition. This is someone who's expanding the horizons too. During this time, they've been expanding the horizons. It's likely contract negotiation. It's somebody maybe even becoming the emperor. Tell me more about the emperor. What is this emperor going to do? What are they going to do? Well, let's see. What are their intentions? I'm going to get clarity. What are their intentions? Their intentions are to leave something behind and walk away. But it's what they're learning is what they're looking for. Two people looking for the same thing. But this is somebody cutting someone out, walking away. It wasn't emotionally fulfilling. It may have even never went to the next level. This is someone leveling up themselves, though, like I'm talking major glow up here with this person. What is this person looking for? Yeah, they're taking a pause. They're looking at things from a different perspective. So it's all about a change of point of view. But it's like two people checking each other out, too. Yeah, so someone who has a whole different opinion. But I do see other people's opinions. This is someone who feels confident to make their own choices. They don't need everyone's advice. They don't need anyone telling them what to do. They have experience. They're wise, intelligent, maybe even educated. But this person is definitely in that energy of taking a pause, a little introspection. Aha! Someone here didn't reciprocate. But they are going to reach out because it's an idea. What have I got to lose? See, they have a whole different perspective because they've learned something. It has to do with this energy here. Someone who was here for a good time, not a long time. Now maybe this is the person they connected with. It looks like it didn't go very far. It didn't go the distance. But it could be someone who, with the jealousy card, it could have been someone who was trying to keep two people from coming together. Interesting. But they're pushing through all that fear. They're taking a leap of faith. Look at that, the Queen of Cups, someone who's open and available. You're about to receive. Some of you are waiting for someone to reciprocate. But this is also someone who's now open to other offers and opportunities because they feel someone's not interested. Well, this is someone thinking on their feet too. They're quick, and I can see their energy, clarity, truth. They are going to start this. And if it's somebody finding out you're about to start something new, they know you're available. So they're coming in. Yeah, they are coming in. Look at that. They see opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it, King of Pentacles. But it's also the feminine. See, someone's seeking other options. They've been waiting and waiting, feeling like, well, this isn't going to go anywhere. Someone's not following through. Well, this is like there's luck, there's timing, there's generosity. Some of you have dealt with someone who wasn't very generous. And that's what I feel is being left behind. This is someone who can be quite generous, but it has to do with this energy. This is where it changes and the tables turn, applying lessons they've learned. Someone's moved on to avoid a disaster. So I don't know if it's someone telling someone to avoid something, but this person's going to, I think this could even be someone giving someone advice, feeling they're speaking truth, but they may not know everything. But yeah, I mean, it's all about this seeing opportunities. Someone seizing the day, taking opportunities that are going to be presented here. Someone letting go of their pride. See, someone's pride got in the way. They're being humbled because it has to do with Someone who's reached goals. The goals, what someone's hoping to achieve. Planning, preparing, hoping for the best. So it has to do with pride. Someone who takes pride in all the things they do. But this is definitely an energy of a provider. And someone who's reached goals. So it's a person, I feel, who's gone from, you know, the energy of the King of Rods, creative, working, you know, gaining clarity, contracts, negotiations, because it is a level up, literally a glow up. Someone's been very lucky, very fortunate. And it's an energy of giving and receiving. So you're about to receive. The feminine's about to receive, but it's also about both people letting their pride go, letting their egos go. And it's both people. It's not just this person. Because it's almost like planning, preparing, hoping for the best. What have I got to lose? Tell me about the Three of Wands. Yeah, look at, there's people. These people, see, waiting for news, some kind of good news. It's a situation coming to fruition. There's truth and clarity. This is definitely a feminine here, not chasing after someone, but someone here is chasing after someone. It's someone getting unwanted attention. But this has to do with pride and ego. But it's about being able to provide. So someone's pride may have gotten in the way. Maybe they felt they couldn't provide. But whatever it is they're learning. I mean, we have this Queen of Cups, someone who's kind, compassionate, caring. See, they're learning that someone cares. They're compassionate. But definitely I'm feeling the pride and egos being released. It's a person hoping for the best. Tell me about this Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Yeah, so we have the Queen of Wands, which is telling me someone who's changed their focus. Now, this is often someone who will go after someone if they want them, but they're not chasing. This is someone waiting, and there's some kind of good news. So while someone's waiting, I think there's another person chasing after someone here. See, it's sort of an energy of nobody wants to look like a fool. There's this very bold, confident energy here, Capricorn. Now, if you're a feminine Capricorn, this is someone who takes the lead, makes a bold move because they're curious. They want to know something. They're going after someone, but they're not chasing. Someone's waiting. See, and it's waiting for some kind of news, and it has to do with all these people. There's an opportunity coming up. So it's about someone creating opportunity. There's people, some kind of gathering, and there's people collaborating to create an opportunity to bring two people together. Because someone's reminiscing, but it is a reunion. There's some people going to come together, you know, just for fun. But someone's about to get their cup filled. See, it's someone who didn't get what they wanted. Someone here's not going to get what they want. So if there are two, and some of you have two, the feminine, one of these people, I feel it's not going to go anywhere. But this other one, it could go the distance. I mean, this is someone who's achieved goals. They're focused. They're ambitious. See, it's somebody who's ambitious. But it's also an energy of kindness and compassion, someone who cares. See, and this is also someone who often bends over backwards to please someone. So some of you, the energy is you're no longer going to give to someone. Because it has to do with pleasing somebody. Yeah, so this is someone just doing their own thing. But this person, you can see this checking out the situation and that little aha moment this person's having. So I feel, and I do feel people reaching out because they're becoming aware of something. Whenever the Magician shows up too. But this has to do with somebody here who has changed their focus. They're just doing their own thing. They have goals, things they're achieving. They're learning all this. Someone who's very determined. Someone who's not afraid of taking a leap of faith. And I actually feel this person may have, but now the tables are turning. This person's going to. So I do think there's someone creating an opportunity for two people to come together. Maybe some friends of friends. There's some people going to get together. Look at that Queen of Pentacles, someone grounding themselves. There you are. This is the King and Queen of Pentacles going to come together. Now, there could be a couple here that are collaborating to bring two people together. And I see this all the time. But it's what happened before. That's where the truth and clarity is. But this is about new. This person's taken the initiative. They're taking the lead. They're going for it because the tables are turned. But the interesting thing is this is someone who may not see it coming because they've changed their focus. Maybe focusing more on friends and family. Yeah, so I do see a lot of that. Someone getting out, being social. It's someone who kind of gets tired of waiting. But there's definitely been some hurt or heartache. And I do feel some of you have had someone who you've took a risk, fool me once, fool me twice. Whoever that person is, if they come back around, it's done. Because the Tower is coming out. This is someone who stands up to someone and takes back their power, changes their focus, focuses on their career, their finances, friends, and family. Someone being more social. But these are a couple people here that have a lot in common, guaranteed. So I wonder if there's someone here sharing their experiences. See, it's people sharing experiences. And this person's going, aha. Something they're cluing into. So Capricorn, chances are you might not see it coming. See, look, this is a little test. Someone's reaching out. It's a little test. Now, if you have two, one of these is going to feel off. It's not going to feel right. But after a period of time, it's all about balance here. You see, keeping yourself balanced, and this person too. There's something about the two of you that's just right. It's just right. See a little test? It's like testing the temperature. Just right. Yeah. And it's people who fit with each other's friends and family. Look at that reunion. Someone who longs for love, crush and longing. It could be even someone who's been holding a torch. For some of you, that is the case. Someone who's holding a torch for someone. And they've just been focusing on career. They've been on their own path. But this is crush. It's a longing for love and this reminiscing. There's going to be some people getting together. Could be a family reunion, high school reunion, something coming up. But it's what already happened is about to play out again. Only this time, it's going to go somewhere because this person means business, this Emperor. Yeah, and they're also stable too. They feel prepared. So I wonder if this is someone when you were young, they didn't feel prepared. Maybe they were going to school or they're busy working, whatever. And I see that for some of you. But this is someone who's been planning, preparing. They're going to execute a plan. See, they're hoping for the best. They're coming in feeling positive. This could go the distance. But it is about letting go of ego and pride. But it's someone who takes pride in everything they do just the same. See, that has balance as well. See, now we're moving into Aquarius energy. So someone here's releasing things that no longer serve. It's time for change. Lifestyle habits, the way someone conducts themselves. Often it's forced change, but this is just somebody slamming on the brakes and they're swooping in very quickly because they're manifesting. It's two people kind of mirroring. I feel like it's you and a person coming into alignment. See, it's all about timing, the alignment. But this is about hope and that the feelings are mutual. And I do see mutual friends getting together, some sort of get together. Someone's creating opportunity because the opportunity hasn't been presenting itself. See, there's a house, a home, a reason to celebrate. It's all about building a foundation, making a commitment, schedules, timing, getting everyone together. Ooh, this is interesting. So there you go. So I do feel this could run into, and because I'm looking at timing so much, it could run into Aquarius season. Someone may have that energy in their chart where they're just letting things go. Habits, patterns, behaviors. It's time for lifestyle changes. Some of you definitely have a person. If there's two, one of them will never change. Okay? And that's where the feminine puts on the brakes and takes control. Don't be ruled by your emotions. The Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles are not ruled by their emotions. These are often people who are kind of private. I wouldn't be surprised here that it's someone who's been trying to talk to you and get you alone. It could be that simple where they haven't had the opportunity. There's always people around. King and Queen of Pentacles don't like public displays of private stuff. Often even private displays of affection, things like that. It's private. It's between two people. But there is a celebration, an offer, an invitation. And I do feel If you've been feeling down in the dumps, there's definitely change, but it's telling you to keep your eye on the prize. And I feel some of you aren't, you're going to be shocked and surprised, because I feel like you've been focusing on friends, family. You might have some people you've been socializing with. It is about getting out there. It's energy basically saying, what are you waiting for? Someone waiting for the right person to come along. See, and all of a sudden that right person comes along. So this Emperor is interesting. There's definitely been, there's things that need to be released. Things need to be cleared out, cleared up. There needs to be a solid foundation. But this is very positive energy coming in. It could be someone moving, relocating to a new home. You could have a new person in the neighborhood, but it's someone learning all this. Look at that. This is about love, two people coming together. See, it's all about getting acquainted, getting to know each other. Someone here never had that time. They never had time, or they moved and relocated. They could be coming back to your community, for that matter, for some of you. But it's all about reflecting on what happened, how things played out. They see opportunity. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful energy. It's about getting acquainted. Some of you reacquainted with something that never went anywhere, because someone moved and relocated, or they were... Yeah, that's what it looks like. It happens suddenly. It could have to do with someone had to move and relocate suddenly. But this is two people getting a chance here. And it is about forming a bond, getting acquainted. I see love. And it's about forming a bond. Wow. Very good news. But I do feel someone's creating opportunity for people coming together. I mean, it could be just someone introducing, introductions, introducing people to people. But this is beautiful. It's a bond. It's about two people growing closer. So I do feel like you've got this being in alignment with someone. A lot of spark desire, a lot of chemistry. Yeah. Take care. Bye for now.